company was that I saw an opportunity to put people in a position where they wouldn't have to be in debt. It provided them with an opportunity to empower the consumer so that they can make an educated decision so they wouldn't have to end up in that position, whether or not it was on purpose or by circumstances outside of their control. So what I'm going to go over with you very briefly is something called the banker's rule. Now, I presume most of you have bank accounts because you guys are dressed really nicely tonight. Right? Now, have you ever heard of the banker's rule?
No.
No? We also call it the Rule of 72. Now, it's really odd that you guys have never heard of the Rule of 72 or the banker's rule, but it's nothing new. It's been around since Einstein's days, you know what I mean? All it simply states is that you take the number, 72, divide it by the interest rate that you have, and it will tell you how long it takes your money to double. So, give you a quick example. So 72 divided by the interest rate equals the doubling period. So, we have Dominique here. She's a little wise, you know, she said she had a GIC. She would put her money in the bank because when you grew up, where'd your parents tell you to save your money?
Bank.
In the bank. So we're going to get 3%, which is actually fairly generous because I've never seen 3% at the bank in my day and age. And I'm a millennial, okay? So Dominique has $4,000, and we're going to assume that she's 21 years old, right?
Right.
So according to the rule, if we take 72 and divide it by 3%, it's going to say that her money is going to take 24 years to double. So by the time she is, sorry, I'll put this over here. So 45, that will be $8,000. Now, not all of us are 21 years old today, right?
No.
So let's add 24 years to however old you are now, and is that enough money for you to retire?
No.
But okay, it's cool. Let's wait another 24 years, which is 69, and it turns into 16,000. Wow, right? It's really quiet. I can hear a pin drop in here. You know what I mean? But that's the fact that people are retiring on. It's a very known fact. Now let's take it a little further. We're gonna be Andre now. He's a little bit more educated. You know, he asks a little bit more questions. So he's going to put his money in a savings account, his hard-earned money that he worked from his self-employed job or his or a job where he's working as an employee, and he takes his 21 years old, $4,000. According to the rule, you take 72 divided by 6% and equals 12 years. So you're a little bit better, right? So logically, without even having to do all the calculations, this would say that because we doubled the interest rate, we're going to get double the result, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's find out. So 21 plus 12 is 33, right?
Yeah.
So you got $8,000 there. Then another 12? 45. Oh, thanks, Shija.
You're welcome.
Then you got 16,000. Another 45. 57. You got 32,000 here. And oh, look at that. $64,000. A little better, right? But look at this. We have 4 more doubling periods. So this doubles twice. This doubles 4 more times. And 64,000, yeah, that might be great. But imagine $64,000 40 years from now. What's that going to be worth? Not much. According to Andre's F&A, $30,000 will spend like $73,000 30 years from now. Is this a lot of money? He's in the same position that Dominique was in now. So let's take it a little further. Let's double the interest rate again. But before I even go into the actual doubling periods, the same way the Rule of 72 can work for you, it can work against you. And this is what I'm used to. Because in the collections world, the interest rate actually increases 6 to 8% on top of what the original rate you got. Whoa. So you got the credit card at 18%. If it goes legal, it goes to 24, Whoa. And they lock it in. If you had one at 24, they lock it in further, and they add retroactive interest. Whoa. So from the time your account goes delinquent until the time you're sued, Whoa. They will charge all that interest in the time it's been lapsed.
Wow.
So a lot of consumers don't know this, but where are you going to get 12%? Credit cards. The bank leverages your money 4 or 5 times by credit card to Dominique, mortgage to Andre, car loan to Rudy. There are how many cars he has? But he buys them in cash, right? So let's take this a little further. Now, I'm the smart one. I'm 21. I invested 4%, at $4,000. Now let's go through this very quickly. Add 4 is 25, so you got 8,000 here.
667?
Is 6?
Sorry, my apologies, you're right, you're absolutely correct. We divide 12% by 72,
It's 6.
and it doubles every 6.
Yeah,
Sorry
6.
about that, absolutely correct.
Yeah.
So we're gonna add 6 to 21,
27.
27, 35, so we got 16.
33.
33, sorry.
You're testing us, right?
Yeah, exactly. Add another 6 years,
39.
39, you got what? 32,000? Let me write it out first.
Yeah.
39,
45.
45, 51, 57, 63,
Who's gonna go faster?
and 69. Look at that. So already we've reached 32, so we've passed Dominique at age 39. We double it again, 64. We've matched Andre,
Yeah.
1,000.
64,000, yes. And you're at 45. And this is key, because this is where most people start saving, and they don't have a lot of time or a lot of doubling periods. And this is why it's pivotal and important that we tell people about this, because the bank is not going to tell you about this, and I'll finish off and tell you why. We double this again, we have 128, 256, 256,000, yes, I keep figuring my zeros. 512,